need to win every single map, have a hope of forcing tiebreakers and Liquid. Well, they still need to win some games as well. They don't need to win everything, but you want to at least make sure that you're not hoping for some other teams to lose. I have no idea what that means. You're speaking to Nisha, maybe?
I know we're dancing on this pango though.
Yeah, we are actually vibing over there.
All right, Eki just snipes that ward. So that's a great start. Good luck, Arlington. God. That's right. Of course, back in Arlington, when Saberlight stood in on Stormstormer's team, he was indeed the Arlington God. He was the MVP of that tournament, frankly, with the way he played and performed. There were many games where Saberlight just absolutely popped off standing in for another team.
Wait, really? Did he stand in for Entity?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he stomped. It was incredible. Many a meme was born from that tournament.
Well, I think also, does he still have the Arlington tag on Stormstormer? Oh,
I also
he changed the fun bit.
Fun fact, I had never met Stormstormer, and I mistook him for Fishman the first time I met him. And I had a full conversation with him thinking he was Fishman. Yeah, I know. I had never seen a picture of him. I don't know why. I just hadn't looked it up or anything. And he just came over and started talking to me, and I thought he was Fishman, and I made a comment about his chin, but I'm not sure if he heard it. He probably did. And
oh, no.
Then I paneled with him. I was like, oh my God, that's Stormstormer. Oh.
No.
So shout out Stormstormer.
He's really nice. I'm sure he would have thought it was funny. That's okay.
Alrighty.
It happens, you know. You won't make that mistake again now.
No, I certainly won't. Not at least with him. But another player, almost assuredly. Boxy will grab the wave here. We're going to spread this out here on the first couple levels. As you can already see the Lich, you know, a lot of teams ignoring him, but he's still pretty good at being very annoying.
Very, very annoying indeed. Have to see if there's some kill threat as well. Maybe if Smiley Knight gets level 2 quick enough, and we'll see if Saberlight's positioning with how weak he is. To see some other lanes go as well. G-Bay's probably free farming right on the Lycan up top. Are we expecting this to be a difficult lane for him?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, Chikiro can be annoying, obviously, with like the dual breath and stuff, but Eki should be dodging the blood rights, so there's not going to be any double value. He's constantly pressuring Insania whenever Mickey does do a blood right, so that he can make sure there's no follow-up play onto Jibei. So, yeah, I'd say it looks pretty good. They're just going to block the camps over and over again with the wolves, which Insania can't really do anything about. Seems good.
Seems good indeed. The mid lane. How do we feel about this? We've lately been seeing a lot of the Pangos go back for the Thunderbolt facet. Do you feel like there is a big reason why that they're starting to make it almost like 50-50?
Yeah, and maybe even more so too. It seems like it's almost always. I think the double jump doesn't seem to be like the lane winner that it was before. I feel like that was the part that just made it the best.
Oh.
It was easy.
Sorry, I thought
that's okay. He's living.
Gonna get him.
And then the Thunderbolt, even with the nerfs, it still feels really good in the mid game. You know, it's just you can even see some of the Pango players aren't used to it, and they miss the chain stun because they're going a little bit too fast. But in theory, when you're doing it right, like it just means like you're getting more heroes caught a chain stun, right? That's the best thing you can do.
Lotuses looks like it's, I believe, both actually going the way of Avulus. So the resource is going to assist. So far, no kills, a little bit boring. Maybe onto Seneko, actually. They're not putting attention onto Smiling Knight, which does mean that this Morphling's starting to get a decent amount of damage onto Saberlight, but he was able to run away, and Boxy was able to clean up the kill onto the Lich.
Early boots on Tusk feels good. Nice first blood to grab. Every time I look up top, Eki is just on top of Insania, harassing him over and over again. Then he just dodged out a bunch of the damage over time. from the the dual breath and just goes right back in.
Radiant are scanning.
Stormstormer going to be fighting with Nisha for this rune middle.
I don't know if he wins. Yeah, I don't know if this is looking too good for you. Yeah. Able to run away. They get the other water rune. At least he has the bounty still to play with.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah,
Able to
Boxy
refill
actually...
a little bit.
But yeah, Boxy went and took to the water rune too.
Bottom Saberlight? What's going on here? How do you get here? Now Boxy as well. Frostblast up in a couple of seconds. Let's see if they're going to be able to get in range. So unfortunately a little bit slow. Boxy will be able to outrun the pace of the Lich, but big kill. They're at least able to even up what we saw previously from Liquid striking first.
They do have the top farmer right now in Mickey. He's got himself up to 24 last hits, but followed shortly behind here by Smiling Knight. His wave gets into the tower, so no one really pulling away. Pretty much even on all of the lanes at the moment. And in terms of when this game's going to start kicking off, probably Saberlight 6 will be a big one. Try and set up a play. You could just do like Rupture into Solar Guardian is a bit of a tough one to deal with because you're just stuck. You move, you know, you're ruptured, you stay still. The Solar Guardian comes down on top of you. It's a difficult one to play around. Bloodseeker coming through the Twin Gate to target the Morphling feels like you could actually maybe have a chance at killing him since you do have the stun there on the Dawn. Maybe that's the play.
Stormstormer. Use the Swashbuckle, and as soon as this was put on cooldown, Liquid looked to try and pounce for the opportunity, but the response is there from Avulus. A little bit too late to keep the mid laner alive, and they're not going to be able to get a rebuttal kill as well, as now Ek is chased down because Liquid, they were quick with bringing the Jakiro, and no one will die as a result. The Wolves are trying to feast onto the low members, but they just do not have the levels, unfortunately, this early in the game here from Jibe.
Jeez, that is a giant swing for 6 minutes, man. Yeah, I mean, great jump there from Liquid, recognizing the weakness of this Pango and the power that you can get from a Magnus, who also is still holding a haste rune. Oh, Nisha. You baiting here, bud? Oh, he's baiting. All right, this seems crazy.
This does seem incredibly crazy, but the cooldowns is the big issue for Stormstormer, and back-to-back kills walk a shame out to the lane to the Pango.
Oh, he's so good. Oh, that was so sick. What a use. And then he takes the haste rune down to grab the bounty rune too, so he can start refilling his bottle. Oh, man. Yeah, Stormstormer is just putting the dirt after that. Oh, what do you even do as a Pangolier player? Now, coming back mid is going to be a pain. Like, if Boxy lurks around and threatens with Snowball too, you ever swashbuckle for a CS? It's going to be scary. Saberlight going back for his Wisdom rune. They did manage to scare off Eki. Jibe is going to leave his here for Seneko. Nice guy.
Guess they're able to get 1-1, but probably you would say the support's on Dire. Happy with what happened mid. You get a lot of experience for them. And we have that Solar Guardian coming up pretty shortly, like you were mentioning, and along with the Rupture timing. So the side lanes and mid is going to be under pressure. How do you stabilize this game, actually, for Avulus? Who are we looking at?
I mean,
Smiling Knight,
unfortunately.
mass TPs down to bottom. Not just one, but a second as well, coming through the form of Nisha, and it won't be needed. He'll still yoink the kill, but of course, it's a little bit of tax for that TP down.
Yeah, it just ensures there's no counterplay either, right? Like, if anyone had tried to assist there, then you're just going to get caught up with these extra heroes. And he's trying to make his way back mid for the rune. He does get it thanks to the block, but Storm will jump to the high ground, and Nisha still gets back in time for the wave, but wants Eki instead.
It'll be a long chase. I don't think it's a worthwhile chase as well. No wave. They got the read. TP location. Suppose.
Oh, he swashed. Is he dead? He's dead. He swashed. Oh, Nisha. He thought about it. He pinged.
Mercy.
Oh, there's no mana on the Jishkiro. That might have been why. I was thinking like Ice Path and then just into like RP, Ice Path, turnaround, skewer. but not needed.
That's a big rotation from Avulus. 3 heroes through the portal. See how they're going to be able to connect with this. Zibe wants to use the shapeshift. You have the Solar Guardian. I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, like you said, Nisha is all the way behind the tower as well. They're going to try and make the attempt. Mickey inside the river. Let's see if they clump up. Whiff of the skewer. And now it's pretty awkward. With a potential trump card that Liquid have in the ultimate. Now not a factor at the moment. At least they're able to keep Mickey alive. And they will waste the shapeshift. I thought it was actually going to look a little bit scary for them in the end, but apparently we have 10 heroes top and no casualties. I say that, okay, Smiling Knight actually still stuck around. Rupture the block. Nice shots, dude. Boxy lines him up. Nisha's gonna knock him down. RP connects onto both. And Sableye is in with the combo as well. Stormstormer's gonna do as best as he can. He's in a decent location to bounce back off the walls. He's gonna be good for one, but that is all the damage. It's not gonna be there afterwards, and now they may just turn to the Pangolier as well. There is nothing that's going to be able to protect Stormstormer. Once again, the shots from Boxy. Liquid just overwhelm Avulus at the top side of the map, and this game is getting out of control.
Nisha the Wanderer right now, perhaps the most well-traveled hero in this game, right? Like he just ran around the map. He TP'd bottom, walked through mid, chased the Riki, walked back to his tower, walked up behind the tier 1, finally gets the fight he was looking for. I was worried there was going to be a waste of time. I thought they don't get a fight here. All this roaming around the map, he could have been hitting creeps this whole time, but no. They end up getting it so much more than worth it, and now they're camping this ward. Trying to maybe punish, because that snowball, yeah, Snako, he's going to live.
Dude, I miss Boxy toss. Yeah, let's see that one again. What was going on with Smiling Knight running up that high ground? That seemed like crazy positioning. And then the shards as well, the stairs. Oh.
I mean, maybe thinking that Stormstorm was going to be there a little bit sooner to try and make use of the Rolling Thunder, because things had been used at this point outside of the Rupture, and he's thinking like, oh, I can survive a Rupture or something. I'll be all right. But then the Ice Shards, that made it a big problem. Just got locked in. And caught with no place to go. Beautiful snowball inside too. I love that punch on a Stormstormer as well. Like he doesn't just try and finish off the like, and he just turns to help on the Pango first. And then you only have so many maneuvering tools here as the Pangolier to try and get out. Domstered.
Yes, indeed. And it is showcasing in regards to the net worth.
Yeah,
5,000 here.
He's almost over top of Jibe right now.
Oh, wow.
He's only a few gold behind him. Oh, one more last. He's gonna jump up. Ah, come on, it's so close.
Okay, he's got time. So we've got Blink coming out on the courier for Nisha, RP. Good to go. And who are we going to be looking at here? It's unfortunately just Riki showing. Maybe they'll look for the freebie with Mickey nearby, not even needing to use too much. And Snako also steps up inside the river, so support's continuing to bleed kills over towards Liquid, and maybe Jibe is in trouble as well. Boxy keeping in. Jibe's going to try and use the ultimate to run the opposite direction and Mickey, but the snowball, can they get in range after it explodes? Close.
He didn't have the mana. Wasn't able to ice shards.
Oh, they're coming. And they're coming quick. Stormstormer. Okay, well, wasn't able to get the Rupture previously. Now ran back in range, and Jibe's just going to pretty much run himself to death. TP out. Nicely done. The Rolling Thunder maybe canceling that shockwave from Nisha, which could have been enough. They're still going to force the fight. Mickey's stuck in the high ground. Apparently, Stormstormer wants to join him now. They'll skewer down to the double RP Blood Right combo, but the Chain Frost is the big issue. It will now expire, stopping some of the damage turnaround, but they're starting to respawn on Avulus to support some Nisha. He's going to go down. Insania might join him. TP out will survive, but that was looking what could have been almost a nail in the coffin at such an early stage, but Avulus able to make amends and drag this game back.
What a Chain Frost, man. I can't believe that just expired. You get 10 bounces? That's crazy. The most damage in the engagement right there. This is why Lich was certainly still a hero, of course, with that very annoying facet. It's so hard to stop it. And yeah, this was beautiful. I mean, wow. I don't know if he knew. I don't know if it was just dumb luck. I don't know if he saw the angle the Magnus was coming from. I'm going to give Stormstormer all the credit because surely he knew. And that save just also turns into a great fight for them with that crazy Chain Frost. This is like they were sniping every play. All the spells were perfect from Liquid and they were just snowballing. This is what happens when you make one little mistake in these greedy lineups. Very, you know, OG 2018-esque, the way they're just like diving behind these towers and going for these crazy kills at 12 minutes.
Yeah. Sometimes it is going to pay out, but now it unfortunately has not. And you put Avulus in a position where this game is without a doubt within reach. They're making it pretty close. Importantly, Smiling Knight as well is building up the farm. This is almost Yasha completed. And again, I want to go back. Like, if this is a Morphling who is top net worth and has the items, is this a game where you would be concerned for Liquid?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Shift looks really good this game. Especially, you know, laking again the shard and stuff. You can even just deal with the RP. You're probably not getting an Orchid hero either, so it's only going to be like the one silence to really worry about. He's not considering Manta right now anyway, though. He is thinking about just going for the raw SNY. As the Radiance is picked up here.
Pretty good timing.
Yeah, that's going to put... I mean, considering how busy Mickey's been also just being engaged in a lot of these fights.
Yeah, thinking about Smiling Knight, who's going to be able to finish off the tower, but we'll stick around to continue farming. Not be able to go for a TP out. Apparently, it's just going to run it off, though. Okay, it's fine.
Big courier kill there. They did grab Nisha's shard, so that's 2 minutes without it.
Vision as well, I think, is something to mention here from Avulus. Eki's been able to drop some really deep observers across the map. Eventually going to see a fight, Stormstormer. Toying with Boxy at the moment. Punch is going to make it a little bit difficult. Taneko's in for the combo as well. Nisha's going to follow the Chain Frost back to Boxy. They're able to step away. Solarguard keeps Nisha healthy for the moment, but these are big ultimates that haven't rewarded them any kills in our Stormstormer. He's going to be able to have a free fight without the rupture to be a big issue for him. He's rolling around, but not getting that much value out of it. It's a 1-for-2 at the moment. They're still going to try and turn to Smiling Knight. Wait for him at the last second to stop the Starbreaker. Can Smiling Knight still re-enter the team fight? Mickey trying to do what he can. Like they're going to be okay. A way to stop Liquid from retreating. So a 2-for-1. They also get the objective in the mid lane.
Yeah, Smiling Knight with the copy into the Magnus there, trying to help his team out. But you can see that the second he starts shifting strength, he's still a little bit weak to actually deal damage, just tickling them as they walk away. But another opportunity here where Avulus have found a way to claw back some of this lead. Morphling is catching up. And now, of course, this Bloodseeker, now it is a fresh Radiance. He's, I think, got the Glimmer Cape done now, too, which is big, because that is a lot of the damage that's coming out from Avulus right now. It's just raw magic, so... As of, you know, of course, your hard carry Glimmer Cape is now ready at 17 minutes as the standard right now.
Yes, sir. I laugh because I think Jive just yoinked the Ancients with the wolf.
Oh, well done.
Very impressive. Stormstormer? Run into box.
But I think what you were saying before as well, the ward placement is a big reason why they're getting these fights. Because, I mean, those two wards are insane. They're so powerful. And, like, they even have a sentry down from Insanity, but I don't think you get a chance to check the high ground. So, like, Nisha is still just under here because the fight kind of broke out then. So, yeah, despite having a sentry, they don't check the pillar. And it's going to help Jive avoid any potential harm here in the mid lane.
Another ward apparently from Eki over to the right side. Sees Mickey and also sees Boxy playing behind the Bloodseeker. They still want to force the fight. Boxy, it gets the read of Eki's location. Has he got anyone to jump to? Stormstormer. Okay, we'll run back over.
He is thirsted.
This is getting scouted out. He's able to get out of range of the Blood Right, but Mickey with the movement speed is actually going to be forced to use the Rupture. But now once again, it means that Stormstormer doesn't have to be concerned about this spell, but where is everyone else on Radiant? Smiling Knight's going to be here. Jibe will also funnel through at the last second. Nisha looking for the pump fake. Doesn't find the angle just yet. We'll be able to close the distance shortly. And it's just 2 supports, okay. So no real big casualties.
Starstorm are quick to get that Blink Dagger up after the defusal. All these fights, doing a lot of work considering the position he was in before, so that is going to help a ton with these engagements. Like you said, like the Rupture has been being utilized pretty early, so he's had some freedom. Now he can also try and avoid parts of the fight that the Bloodseeker's at a little bit more easily. Insania not going to get it on that one, that's for sure. And this is a lineup with Team Liquid that you are kind of hoping to be ahead at this point, right? Like, you have this Dawnbreaker, Magnus, Bloodseeker. You're thinking, he went Blink first on the mag. But all those little things adding up. This Deep Vision, again, Boxy just running right through it right now. This Shard that was delayed by 2 minutes. That's a lot of early damage that you get from the Shard in these team fights, especially because there's so many, like, 5v5s that are occurring early on. He's trying to cut through these wolves, through these creeps, and just splash damage on everyone. That's all been reduced. For some of the most pivotal fights in the game. And now they're going to steal the 20-minute Roche. 10 seconds before he heads through, but Roche will not be making that trip here today.
They may even be able to force the fight afterwards. Stormstormer going to be able to get a glimpse of Nisha. Boxy playing behind. Nice use of the Rolling Thunder is going to stop a little bit of the save potential from Boxy, and Nisha's just nuked down. Liquid, and they have really spilled this game with the potential for them to have a massive net worth lead early on, but they dive too deep behind that tier 1 tower top, and now 20 minutes in, Avulus have the lead for the first time. They've got the Aegis as well onto Smiling Knight's Morphling.
They have that Shard on Seneko too, just like controlling these team fights. This all looks very strong, and still have a Tormentor to go back to. Pick that up on a second hero. Hopefully Eki, I think, is the best one, right? I mean, you already have the Glimmer available on the Bloodseeker. You'd like to make sure that's not going to be an available tool. Try and make the Snowball save less effective as well.
Spying out Saberlight. They have an idea of something going on. Sentry, well aware of the shenanigans that Eki's trying to pull off. They may lose their wisdom. Boxy, which they will, but they're going to be able to get another kill. Those supports.
Oh, he wants the ulti. He's thinking about it.
He's not going to get it.
Wait, but with the Tormentor?
Oh my god. Well done.
Gamer. Nice play. At the very least, they do get it for themselves. It's going to put the Shard on the Tusk. Not one of the better support ones, but it's more damage. And, you know, I guess Jakiro would have been a little bit nicer. Mostly just trying to get ourselves to helping out Dawn, perhaps, or the Bloodseeker.
Speaking of Dawn, I feel like this Scepter is going to be a big thing here for Saberlight. 4-1 and 8. I mean, KDA is looking good, along with net worth as well. And we have seen the Solid Guardian. I think now it's been a little bit difficult because of the mobility from Avulus. We haven't really seen it help out that much aggressively. But maybe just with the ability to reposition it, could see it used a little bit better from Liquid, because it's the one thing that was working for them in the early game. Like, their spell casting was really on point, and then I kind of turned throughout the later fights. Oh, Nisha.
Oh, baby.
At least it was an Arcane Rune RP. That's okay.
That makes it all right. Yeah.
Well, you go now, right? Yeah, they're going to clear the mid wave and look to smoke, so map is pretty free for Avulus for the next 70 seconds or so. Top lane, probably the area that they're wanting to control.
Neko has Blink and 20 gold.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's ready to jump in on some of these heroes. It's a lot of pressure on Boxby. He is the save from that play.
He's going to be scouted shortly on the retreat down the stairs. They can waste some time, so easy kill. Tier 2 tower claimed.
Yeah, what can you do on Liquid at the same time? Fight some farm on the bottom half of the map is really the only option they have right now. And Eki's going to try and come find them, maybe set up for something. Bloodseeker has now entered his second power spike, though, of the Aghanim Scepter. One of the better tools is...
mid lane.
Oh, nice.
stuck around for far too long with the T1 tail up to be able to TP over to, and Jesus, that nuke is crazy. Mickey will try with the Rupture, but the Rolling Thunder's already out and there was no potential. You did not have the numbers for the fight. And they are beelining over. Jibei's almost here. Lacking the stuns, which is going to be a bit of an issue. Shards is awkward as well.
Well, on the plus side... Oh, hold on.
Oh, nice smoke cloud timing. They're kind of still here on Radiant. They might lose Eki. I guess Jibei a little bit cautious about the fight, and Seneca's going to go as well. So never mind. Okay, it's just supports dying on Avulus.
Yeah, Nisha trying to make a play as well, chasing further. Jibei, this is a bootless Lycan. He's got to beat the drums.
The mana. Intreads. It's not going to be enough. So soon he keeps tapping over to see if he's got the mana, but they're going to catch up to him nonetheless and will not need the RP by the looks of it.
Well, worried for Nisha here as he sticks around, as the blink out as Stormstormer zips in. They currently do not have any Dispels on the Radiant, as the Aegis will expire on Smiling Knight. So that is one good thing for Mickey. There's no Yules, there's no Nullifier yet, so he can come into these fights and actually utilize that big barrier that the Ags gives him. Again, another deep ward here, though. Eki is just crushing them with these wards. Constantly seeing, like, these wards spawning couriers tells you so much in Dota. It's just ridiculous.
To try and use that information. Unfortunately, they'll split away.
I mean, it's actually worse, though, because now they're going to find Saberlight instead.
That they will. 1,000 net worth lead, Seneca. And this guy's got 9 deaths, but somehow he's up there at the top net worth with some of the supports, and this is still making me question why we have not been seeing this hero.
That's a good question. Oh, no gaze available. Oh, actually, he did have gaze. Oh, he just didn't see him, my bad.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I love the Illusion Sphere for Stormstormer. It's good.
What do we feel like the game plan is for Liquid? Or what has been going wrong for them? Because really for a while, we have not been able to see them get their foothold back into this game. And what do you feel like needs to change in regards to their attitude towards the fights?
Fighting into the Aegis really crushed them. Like they have a very RP dependent fight plan. It's like RP and then anchoring the fight in a spot with the Dawn ulti. So I think Aegis just really ruins that. So it's best to just wait it out. And from here, I just want to make sure they get the next one. And here's that start.
Oh, it's going to run straight into them. He's able to get the strength morph up, but he is in no man's land, and really no one else is nearby. Tanaka is just going to try and cut his losses. He's got a... That is an ambitious TP.
Well, I mean, potential for Roche to be up before he arrives, but very unlikely. Meanwhile, Eki's going to find out that he's under a sentry as the creeps start attacking him. And he's going to smoke cloud TP. Makes it out.
Hey. At least give them an idea that this deep ward once again has been placed.
Radiant's middle tower.
Deep ward after deep ward. Stormstormer bottom. Looking for the nuke potential between these two heroes. Gets on the other side of the shards. A little bit more awkward here for Liquid.
Yeah, retreating off to the east. He'll be all right. And the most important thing, this Roche timer, we'll find out in 5 seconds. Aries, how long will this Roche spawn be?
112.
112. He's staying consistent, folks.
Are you sure?
He's not right.
Zibe gonna be dragged back. He's able to at least activate the shapeshift. Gets out of range, but still the ruptures are ready. It tries to TP up. That's not gonna work. Again, Mickey finds the kill. Seneca over to the left side as well. Will be chased down. Liquid able to strike back. Double kill for them. Not seeing any massive skirmishes. Just a couple kills going back the way of Liquid. Then it turns to Avulus' favor. But this is a great timing for at least the boys on Die to be able to get the Wisdom Room. Meanwhile, it does leave Nisha alone in the mid lane, and Smiling Knight and Eki, they see an opportunity to be able to bring down the Magnus for the 4th time this game.
That's a big one to strike back on because that has just ruined, like, if it wasn't early roach spawn, then Liquid aren't able to just, like, assert control. Like, they basically just been keeping Avulus off balance, right? Like, they punched him over when they got the Morphling kill, and then they pressured him immediately after, just knowing that, like, hey, Morphling isn't available yet, so, like, let's start this fight. But clapping back like that and getting the Magnus is going to stabilize things, and now it's going to be a matter of who's got the better vision to set up for Roche, and that is, it's pretty much just been Avulus this whole time. That ward is still in the base. Thankfully, it's going to expire in 2 seconds. That is massive for Liquid. Actually be a bit of a mystery to their movements now at this point. But a big talent now taken by the Riki. Super annoying. The -3 second smoke screen cooldown. So it now lasts for 6 seconds and has an 8-second duration. Yeah, cool stuff, right?
What is that? Oh, importantly, Avulus, they're going to be able to control this side of the map first before Liquid gets set up. So
they are, but Roche is not going to spawn here.
We have committed, and Liquid is still going to beeline over towards top, though. Like you say, if an Roche is not going to spawn here, we may still get a fight, though, which will favor Avulus.
Yeah, definitely. If this forces a bad Solar Guardian, especially, that's really the worst case scenario here for Team Liquid. And Avulus, they're going to roll the dice. They're saying, surely it doesn't spawn, and they can't take it in 10 seconds. So obviously this makes the most sense. Get down bottom, stake your control here. There's an Ob Sentry combo from Liquid. It's going to get spotted out because the creeps saw Eki and the Wolf. So that immediately gets dewarded.
This is pretty a big committal here to try and run them down because they see Saberlight, but they're starting to TP back. So Saberlight will have some heroes playing behind.
Did the break of dawn.
They got a glimpse of Stormstormer. So we'll have the ward over the right side as well, which also sees Mick a lot of information for Avulus. They're going to try and jump. Eyes on what Boxy's going to be able to do to protect his Bloodseeker, and Mick will just charge into the middle and look to clean up. He doesn't need protection because he just wants kills instead. Jibe cannot stand his ground, and Smiling Knight is nowhere to be seen as well. Stormstormer brought down, tries a Hail Mary use of his ultimate at the last second, but it's not going to matter. As Liquid, they were scouted out for the entire time under the ward. Eki, what is this? Eki, he's looking for Insania, but the Liquid boys, they were still sticking around. Insania's going to be able to survive on a slither of health, and why not just add an extra kill?
The psychic headband play from Insania to save his own life. That was pretty sweet. Well done there. Man, that Bloodseeker pick, though, it's Lycan and Pango. It's just one of the struggles when you see this Bloodseeker just immediately countered into the Pango is, like, sometimes, like we saw earlier in the game, like, you just can't get the Rupture off, right? Like the fight starts in a weird spot, but with such good targets from 2 heroes, it just makes it a lot easier. And the Solar Guardian, I thought it might be bad because they kind of baited out the Solar Guardian and the BKB, but he's just so fast getting right onto Jibe, and his fight's over. Like, what can you do? You have no recourse as the Lycan. And from there, it's just wombo combo plays, GG. And I'd say the Dawn Innate helping a lot there to give Liquid some confidence that fight started, because, like you said, there was a pretty good ward from Avulus, but the Saberlight's Innate certainly helping them get a little bit of confidence back.
Has gone down, and they're not fast enough. Nishi with a double RP with a perfect time, and the Solar Guardian slammed down. Smiling Knight's gone too.
He just keeps getting away with it. Eki, don't try it. Insania's immortal. Don't try it, buddy. Don't do it.
How do they? Oh, they stormed the sentry. Okay. I thought they just had some crazy read, but walked onto the sentry range, and we are bleeding kills back all of a sudden to an 8,000 net worth lead for Liquid.
He's the MVP. I mean, they just keep trying to kill Instania and losing heroes. What are we doing here? Instania, his survival has garnered a lot of gold for his teammates. He's just going to use that to pick up a Assaultcast here, as they look to actually put some pressure onto the high ground. And yeah, they thought free kill, right? I'm Lich. I can do my wombo combo Morphling. How? Like, how is that enough heal? That's just ridiculous. Another Chain Frost, but again, the HP coming in from Saberlight and his ultimate, it's too much for them to get through. And now they can try and get some good pressure on this map with the help of this AC, and of course just countering out this Riki, this Pangolier, and this Lycan. It's an incredible AC game.
Yep. Very good AC game. Nisha's about to hit level 20 as well. So challenge for him to work with. And we're going to have to see a bit of an adaptation with how Avulus are taking these fights. I think importantly as well, really, Jibe on how he's taking the fights. Probably feels like he needs to be coming in towards the tail end.
Radiant's
I
bottom
mean, this guy, you're pretty much fighting 4v5. He's getting ruptured every time. Stormstorm is fine with the Lincoln, so the issue is I guess he may not just use rupture. He may wait to see Jibe, even if he comes 5-10 seconds late.
Yeah, he's he's definitely still a great target. So, and well, even has a Dagon for himself too to try and deal with this.
Interesting.
This Lincoln Sphere, right? It's a bit of a classic item on the Bloodseeker thanks to the Blood Rage spell lamp. So, very useful. Now he's going to go roaming invis. Might run into Eki. 2 ships passing in the night here. Off Sentry combo. Eki might walk right into it. That is a Radiant Sentry in the tree line. So he sees Mickey here.
Nothing will happen as a result. I'm looking at this Morphling. This guy has got to pull some
are scanning.
heavy weight on his back. Smiling Knight, level 22nd in net worth, closing in on the Butterfly. And like you were saying previously, like it's a pretty goddamn good Morph game, but he's getting hunted. He's going to try and go through the portal. Nisha's RP will be there at the buzzer. And these are a couple of deaths in a row and a couple too many, unfortunately, with a game where all the hope is on him. They should be able to get the cancel, right? Yep, there we go. Saberlight knocks him down. 5th death now for the Morph.
Yeah, and even with the Tormentor giving him the shard, it's still not enough. And again, that's going to just put you off balance right now as Avulus. It's very hard to do much on the map in a situation where your Morphling is no longer here, so that's why you see them just invading territory. This is a nice play. Can they actually get it, though?
I
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no. Stormstormer.
They're just dying, dude. It found an echo. I mean, it was kind of crazy.
At desperate times, desperate measures, you know? This Tormentor is taking names, though. Nisha couldn't finish it. Now Boxy's punching it. Possibly the world's strongest Tormentor. Attack. Attack the Tormentor. All right, Saberlight, your turn, buddy. Oh my god, this is like a pub lineup trying to take a fucking Tormentor.
Yeah, there we go.
That was some day one tormenting right there by Liquid. But eventually it falls.
Alright, Saberlight stepped up to the plate. He'll, it's alright, boys, I got this.
Yeah.
We got the shard.
All for Instania. I mean, he earned it with those survival plays earlier on, of course. He's been taking a lot of heat.
So, this whole mess is all your fault?
But he has indeed. Amp damage bottled up for Nisha. That's had some good RPs so far this game.
Jibe has been...
Jibe may...
Yeah. He's been up here for a while.
Well, just use Shapeshift to escape, I suppose. Don't need to worry about being ruptured now.
Yeah, they have successfully waited out the Aegis without losing too much.
They're going to try and fight Boxy, but they attempt with the snowball. Nice timing. Save is out, and now Nisha's going to be ready to go once again. Smiling Knight, they hit the Morphling. Evasion won't be enough to keep him alive. Is there a potential to turn with some of the ultimates now wasted from Liquid? They want out, actually. They feel like this is not a fight to be had. Drag back Skewer. They're going to get him. Nisha stops the TP again, and Smiling Knight can just not catch a break.
I mean, you can see the effectiveness there of that smoke cloud, too. The evasion buff just doesn't matter if the Magnus has a BKB. He's still just missing because it's an ally buff, and one of the reasons why it is so frustrating, but still enough tools to take him down.
I'm sorry, Mickey, as well. I didn't notice she was 16-1-7.
Yeah, he's had a very good game. He is consistently just locking onto his targets in the fights and finishing the job, and that's why he's a Dagon 5 now.
Oh, a nice pickup off top onto Seneko, I think was maybe going for a solo kill, so now you force him to have to buy back to defend the base. Got Glyph at least.
Okay, where are you going?
Frost Shield.
He's running towards the well.
Up to the melee barracks by the looks of it. actually going to look for the 4 set. And we'll get it. So, what an interesting game. Liquid, at least we're starting like they were going to stomp the game. Took a couple of bad fights. Avulus clawed their way back, and then the game was starting to look even. And then Avulus just have not been able to get any fights going for them.
Yeah, I felt like they got to a point where the Bloodseeker pick to counter these heroes just really turned on, you know? This ability of, like, how does the Lycan play if he gets ruptured? It's kind of what we said. It's like, if you're not already winning the fight, it's definitely over at that point. But Radiant trying to find a decent angle here. You know Boxy's just going to jump here. Goodbye, Seneko.
Show on the wave. Goodbye. Indeed, that's a dieback. 70 seconds of your main defender inside the base as well to stall, and you will now have to go for a crazy 4v5 fight, and it's not going to be easy for Avulus because the response, your RP, Rupture, Snowball Save, Solar Guardian, how do you ever start if you're Radiant?
Yeah, and they got the mid wave, but there's still waves down in the bottom, so it doesn't really matter. Nisha just jumps up.
An aggressive jump before the Rolling Thunder. Is able to get the axe shot off at least from Stormstormer. That will keep him alive, but the link gets popped. It's not going to matter. Mickey quick fingers with the Rupture. He will buy back in the mid laner, but Smiling Knight again is just running away. We've never seen this Morphling actually right-click anyone. Hasn't felt the confidence to be able to go toe-to-toe against Liquid. Now needs to be the time, but they just do not have the gold nor the numbers. Jib is able to slip away. Stormstormer looks like he will escape as well with a Rolling Thunder, or will he? Nisha still trying to pursue, trying to chase him down. He will not catch up. Think they'll get Eki instead. Got the gem. Nowhere to run or hide here for the Ricky. So 2 heroes without a buyback. Click, we're going to walk up. Should be another set of barracks for free.
This damage coming out of Stabilite is kind of ridiculous. He's doing like 600 damage to a Morphling with his Starbreaker. Like, that's odd. Even when he's got high armor, it's just not mattering. Like, he's cutting through the evasion with the Starbreaker. He's got Empower. He's got the tag team a lot of the time too. And of course, he also just feels invincible between his ulti and the shard. He's a really hard hero to handle.
Somehow they need a miracle hold for 10 seconds for Smiling Knight. Otherwise, their chance to be able to make it over into Group 2 is going to be cut here with this game lost. And that'll look like it's going to be the case. Liquid, you want kills, you want objectives. Kills is apparently the call. Smiling Knight, TP it in, run out of the base. Where are you going indeed? Again, running. That is all we're seeing, but it was too late. It didn't matter in the end. So Liquid, they will guarantee the elimination of Avulus. This team is continuing to struggle to find the results like we saw from them in Bangkok.
GG is called. Throne is gone. And Nisha cracks his nut. They do have the Phoenix, which I always find a pretty nice hero for that, obviously. Just like chucking in the fire spirits. But outside of that, I mean, Bloodright gets maxed out first these days, so that's pretty good too. Yeah, they got all right options, but you're also dealing with a sneaky Ricky. So if he's 6 at that point as they're kind of approaching, it can be a bit tough.
Get ourselves underway here. What we have in store for us. Take a quick look at the standings and see if anything had changed. Looks like Boom is another team. Unfortunately, is now eliminated as well from the hunt to make it into Groups 2. One more team gone.
The battle begins.
Foxy, okay.
Gets there. Ah, what a tricky little hero.
Blood.
Yes, indeed he is. Once again, I feel like last time we spoke about the Earthshaker, we were both saying it's going to be interesting to watch how his lane goes, so be keeping tabs on Anis's Shaker, which is something that they have been drafting a lot so far throughout DreamLeague.
It's again, I'll say it. It's the hero every mid wants to play right now. I can just tell. He's fun. Gets the big dunks. The enchant totems are an insane amount of damage. You really feel like you can control the game with it. You get to outplay your opponent with so many ways in the mid lane. It's like the new age TA spill, you know, in the mid, where like there was a real skilled expression with how you could just get Psyblade spill. Now you can do that with your Slugger.
Say Stormstormer's had a very good start to the first two waves. Got both his range creeps, stopped Nisha from also getting his range creeps too, which you often see secured with the enchant totem.
Yeah, it was nice.
And may have a kill? Okay.
Yeah, he's holding Fairy Fire. But Stormstormer will still bully him back.
Very cool. Okay.
All right, guys, someone die. My bottle's coming. I'm going to be using it pretty fast, so start getting aggressive on those side lanes. I'd like to make a play here.
And we are down bottom, apparently. Eki, way to Dragon Tail, surely. Let's see if they're going to have to damage, probably with the Purifying Flames. Fortunately, it's Dire that die first. They needed to... Well, now they got first blood. Now they can just go feed.
Right, yeah, exactly. Oh, whoops. Oh, sorry, Nisha. We saw that. From downtown with that slug. Yeah, looks like they'll just go one for one, though. You know, chilling. I think this Phoenix Ricky, you know, we kind of talked about it in terms of like the game strat. I feel like the lane is kind of similar, where like you can dodge the fire spirits fairly well. You can, just like the Jakiro, you can avoid a lot of that damage over time too, just by hiding inside your tricks of the trade once you have it. He's currently sitting with a smoke screen, which is great versus Phoenix in particular. Oh, that was nice. Oh,
they got it.
Bird on bird violence.
Smiling Knight as well might take some damage. No, doesn't get the Hawk proc. Okay, nice kill considering Saberlight, I think before that only had a 5 last hits or so. Will give himself a 2v1. You get the Lotus. Also getting himself closer towards level 3. We'll see if he's going to put a point in the axes or a second in the ball.
I mean, it does look like a good Helm game. The only downside will be you'll be battling with the Helm creep with the Lycan, but obviously that kind of goes both ways. So.
Do you kind of have to when you go this fasted as well?
Yeah, 100%. That part is very true. Yeah. It is only a Dark Troll Summoner fasted. So. Yeah, I don't know. I just, it really is a very just like one-dimensional. I mean, maybe I've got the wrong read on it, but that's all I've seen. Like when you do the math and you test it in lobby and stuff, that's really the only time it seems to be good. That being said, again, you know, taking a tier 1 and tier 2 early on can, of course, like really open up and maybe even just like straight up win you a game. So it's a bit of a gamble.
Doing some really cool things, honestly, with the Lycan Wolves, where they bring them over to try and deny one of the water runes. So Nisha is continuing to beg for someone to die in the side lane.
Please. I don't know. It's not looking like it's going to happen.
It's not indeed. So Storm is going to have a really good game, which is... Look, we'll see what he's going to be able to do. I feel like he needs to be able to find a lot of items this game to play. BKB is an absolute must, but there is still possibility for him to eat a fissure from afar before he's able to respond with the BKB. So it's not going to be an easy Storm game, but he's going to have level 6 at a pretty decent timing, which will help with securing the power rune. Maybe he can transition that into a gank in the side lane.
He couldn't chase that courier, but punches Smiling Knight instead. Yeah, it's kind of funny that we get Stormstormer and his most known hero is just Invoker. You know, like, come on, dude. Got to rep your namesake here.
Yeah. Something's a bit wrong there, buddy. They are setting up for a dive mid.
He just TP'd in here.
On Nisha.
That was the walk home, since none of his friends will die. And they'll add
Jibe's
another
gonna die.
Yeah, yeah.
So I should know something's going on. If Jibe's dying like that down bottom.
The back courier.
Oh, was it? I think he also stepped down the stairs as well, but maybe it was.
I think his courier also walked into vision for a second. Now it's just going back through. Shagbark, run!
Nisha should be fine with Insanity Haven box. He's going to bodyguard his shaker back towards the tower. So a little bit awkward stuff going on. You're putting a lot of emphasis from Eki to try and gank mid, which means Jibe is alone and that kill previously.
Oh man, I mean that's again, you're losing out on the first power rune while having the Oracle too. That feels bad, you know.
True, true. What are we going to be able to do with the power rune though from Stormstormer? It's starting to move to top. We've got the wisdom up in a couple of seconds, so not the greatest mana pull from Stormstormer. So with some rotations, he actually could be in trouble. 2 TPs will come out, and now this is an all or nothing committal. Phoenix, can he get the snipe? No, what? He got it.
What?
Okay.
All right, I can't believe that. Nice. Well done. That was worth it. They forced a lot of rotations, and he gets the wisdom. So they'll get the double there. On the side of Avulus. They now have the gold lead and presumably probably the XP lead as well. They do. Despite being down 4-0. It's not much to start.
And also, another thing quickly is the fact that we no stacks as well for Nisha, which is something that we've been seeing a lot with the Earthshakers.
Yeah. They had a sentry blocking the ancient camp for a long time as well in Avulus, so the option wasn't even there.
Where was... I'm trying to remember the draft. Where was the DK and... Was the Bloodseeker picked into the DK?
No, the DK was picked a lot later.
Oh, I'm hearing an Echo Slam inside the river. Nisha, though, not going to have the damage to be able to find these kills. And Smiling Knight's early rotation is going to assist as well. Back-to-back power runes. Avulus finally, after 8 minutes, were able to find their first kill in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid, obviously, they know the importance of controlling these runes for the Storm Spirit, but they're just too busy on these side lanes. Obviously, they're getting a lot of farm on these other 2 heroes, but it's coming at a big cost for Nisha, who's now the poorest core in the game. As Avulus will invade in here and take a look at what kind of stuff they're working with here on Liquid. They will bump into Box East to level 5. And he's going to try and turn on Sneko. Geez, it's slow, though.
The meta on Saberlight is actually going to be given over the Lotus, I think, and won't require the Raw, as they're going to have what it takes to be able to find these 2 killers. So seems like it doesn't particularly matter now that you lost both Wisdoms. The supports are happy with that little skirmish. I think one thing to mention in regards to the carry matchup, we may have to hold that actually because this tower is starting to get assaulted. TP some extra heroes. Stormer once again is going to be nearby. An early rupture onto Boxy Insane. He's going to show for a second, and Stormstormer, pretty decent timing out of the Fortune's end. The Centaur Conqueror actually gets Incendia back to the tower, but it's just not enough. They needed way more out of it if he was going to be able to escape. Boxy does TP out though, I suppose.
Yeah, they throw the Fate Siege on him, so gives him a way to escape. Big move for Avulus, but at least they get something for it. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Facet is online. Saberlight has found his Dark Troll Summoner. Fear him.
Stormstormer? They got detection. They do. His sentry is going to be laid down. He's going to pick one if he's going to be able to get it off. Enough mana for the zip away. He's okay. Is there going to be a response out of Avulus? They will bring everyone in by the looks of it. From the west and east, they are moving over to the fight. Jibe along with Smiling Knight, but a couple of seconds too late, unfortunately, to influence this gank.
Dire structures Walls are fortified.
Nearly getting that Storm Spirit. That would have been massive for Liquid. Try and slow him down. These early galvanized charges, of course, very important that you don't die on Storm Spirit. And now Saberlight, after pressuring that mid, he's going to come back on top with his army. And this is where you see where the facet really kicks off. He only has 2 points in it right now, so he's only getting 4 per unit. But the Dark Troll Summoner is the only hero, like the only thing that can just make this many raw units. And so everyone's getting plus 70 right now. Then you add that in with the rally damage bonus, and towers just absolutely melt. There's nothing else like it. Like, look at that. No one else can do this. This is better than like a Broodmother or an Enigma. It's just crazy.
Stormstormer going for an aggressive attempt. Nisha wants to walk in to find the Echo Slam. Should be able to get it. Maybe they only took one. Nice split away. Egg drop to the north side. They're not going to have anything from stopping Liquid from retreating. A rupture out, but have they got it? Yeah, okay. There's just no follow-up. So ultimate's expended for no kills, and they may not be able to defend the tower, though, with the catapult still going to work. They'll get the deny at least.
All right, gaming. I like it. Nisha gets the luckiest bounty rune that he needed very badly there, too.
Yeah, why not roar him? Get the kill, put him in the grave. Give Nisha a chunk of change as well to get himself closer towards the blink.
It was thoughtful of him to bury him on the dire side, you know. They send him back home with the slugger. It's very kind. And the Dark Troll Summoners! The power of the facet, yes! Destroy the tower! Oh, Fire Spirits, boo!
Gonna be able to get it? Important, actually. Oh, it's okay. Let's see, does Nisha echo this? Okay.
you knew the answer. There's the blink. Beautiful. I want to see a Ricky die to that. Like, we have all these Invis heroes running around. I want to see someone running through as that happens and they just get sluggered by like 7 creeps.
What's up? What's going on to the net worth? I swear Bloodseek was keeping toe with Mickey, but Smiling Knight is wasted a lot of time trying to get involved inside these fights we've seen around the river, whereas Mickey hasn't, and dude, he has about a 50 lasted advantage.
Europe. Yeah, you were there, man.
I know,
this hero.
I know.
I spread the good gospel about carry DK, and other people didn't believe me. I was like, it can't lose.
Is this an easy go? He's got Lotus Wand, Armlet turnaround as well, as long with Insania here. They are going to be lacking the damage, and Nisha amped up. Will nuke down Stormstormer, Roar as well for good measure, and a well-deserved tip. They want to shapeshift and fight, really? I mean, maybe you're going to get Insania, but the creeps are going to be dealt with, so a shapeshift is wasted, and almost gets caught as well.
Yeah, Nisha doesn't have his echo back yet from his little farming experience, so they're safe from that. But the 14-minute Wisdom Rune is coming up here, and the Echo Slam still won't be back by then at the very least, but Boxy's going in. He wants it.
Actually not going to fight. I thought maybe Stormstormer could TP down, but we'll give up the Wisdom Rune and give up a kill, and maybe even more as well. Saberlight is here, unfortunately. He doesn't have the Dark Troll Summoner, but Mickey's ready to go.
I can't imagine a world where you live there as Phoenix. I mean, I guess I know Wisdom Runes are important, but... oh, jeez.
Okay, so in regards to the carry-carry matchup, it's a very big deal, the fact you're able to keep Mickey alive. Your top net worth. The Bloodseeker matches up quite well versus DK, a hero who's got such high armor, and Bloodseeker pretty much magic damage solely. So yes, BKB for DK is going to be a big timing inside these fights where he can maybe win it off the back of that cooldown, but you really need to get that kill down bottom. You were so close to doing it, to slowing down Mickey's game, but now it's just going to put more of a divide between the carries in regards to the net worth.
Yeah, he also goes for the Blink Dagger on Mickey too, which is not my favorite, I'll say, on the carry DKs. I much prefer when you can just go Sanjin Yasha into BKB. But he feels like it's going to create better opportunities for his Earthshaker since his Beastmaster isn't going Blink, which fair enough. Like, it lets him be the first one in. They don't really have a initiating support other than the Ricky jump. So.
Let's scout it out. Nice timing with a Sentry. Counter initiation simultaneously. Stormstormer trying to deal with Insania over the southern side. False Promise TP up. We'll see if he dies inside the base. It looks like Ricky's out as well. Okay, at least Insania, they're able to get that one.
I cannot believe that Boxy and Nisha got out of that. Are they that limited on stuns? I didn't really realize, but I guess they are. I mean, just a smoke cloud to help prevent the damage and TPing out gets them both an avenue to escape. Also, Nisha only level 10 right now. A little bit behind on the old XP as they will blow up Soneko.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Level 6 Batrider. Getting run down by
Dire's
Boxy.
middle tower is under attack.
It'll take a little bit of time. That Mickey here though is getting some value out of the blink. I am also in agreement. So I really like the other builds besides the blink, but importantly, Smiling Knight as well. They got a glimpse of him starting to run over and farm the Ancient.
It's under attack.
The Blade is going to be able to find him on the retreat back to the Defender's Gate. He will not. Just 1 second short.
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, most carry players also just want to go damage, but it's certainly pairing up well. It's also going to help a lot when Stormstormer keeps trying to jump Insania, because it'll allow him to just jump and save him. Yeah. Yeah.
Need to use the Acro Slammer as the raw. Oh, he doesn't have any more mana though, so maybe they actually will be able to chase him down still. Oh, please don't keep farming. Alright, looks like this we're gonna get him.
he's
So,
dead.
you man, that was a bit close. Lucky that they were able to close the distance and Boxy was there. Otherwise, you would be kind of side-eyeing your teammates.
Oh man, these enchant totems are so much damage too.
The Smiling Knight item count getting close towards Glimmer. Still needing a lot more out of him to feel the impact, whereas the Dragon Knight here,
Dire's structures.
he's in prime shape. 2-2 tower, if they want to, can be under siege. They're going to sweep towards bottom as well. They have this lane ward, which now gets de-warded at pretty good timing.
I thought they were going to go top of the tower and the Roche to join up with Saberlight, but instead they're hunting for kills after taking the outpost.
Middle tower is under
Or the tip to the outpost. What's this? Okay, sorry. I thought the I was TPing again. I was worried. I was gonna know something's going on, at least with the position for them. Quite defensive on this.
Oh, he's going for the
but
boar.
Unfortunately, Storms is not positioning as safely. Mickey 3-0 and 5. And again, there's Blink.
Oh no.
Dire's middle tower.
Ares, he has 0 galvanized stacks.
Or oh my god. What happened?
He kept dying.
Oh yeah, that's true, I guess.
Dire's middle
Like he just got level 12, but then he died.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oof.
Which is a very important hero to have farm this game. This is pretty much the only way you're going to be able to deal with the Oracle. And if the Storm Spirit has a good game, then maybe you can enable the Batrider to not be worried about False Promise inside Lasso. You do have Blink on Eki, but again, are you really going to be able to find that much value out of it? We'll have to see.
Not a lot of time left if Saberlight is thinking about a Roche right now. They'll have to be kind of quick. They've only got 35 seconds. But they're going to go for it.
It looks like, is this? Quick drop, Mick is in.
Teammates are coming. Team. Realizing they need to ult for it.
Who do you want the Aegis on?
Oh, that's a good question. Nisha, I think, because he's going Ags build. That would be my choice. But they're going with Mickey.
Who? Maybe, can you see a world where high ground can be sieged?
I mean, in theory, yeah. It might be a little early because they don't have like a damage amp. I mean, they have the... To be fair, that is the whole point of this facet with the Beastmaster. Like now you have the maxed out levels. Then any creep is pretty good. Like as you can see with just the granite golem. So you can certainly hit buildings, sure. I don't know. I felt like with the enchant totem bonus on the Agzo, it would have felt really nice to give it to the Shaker.
We'll see how fast he's able to farm this status. Maybe, honestly, the crit stick we saw too many times when we were covering some of the qualifiers where the Aegis plus crit and DK just walks high ground and pretty much ends the game. So
it was truly the GG item of this hero.
Yeah,
it just felt like it was over, like completely done. He hits level 18. He gets a bonus 100 attack damage. He splashes for 100% damage in a 600 radius or 600 AoE splash zone. It's pretty gnarly.
They're setting up bottom. They had a ward at the portal that was able to scout up some TPs down. Mickey's going to be able to get the jump over the wall to the Storm Spirit. They're lacking some extra control, but they are pinstring them from the right side, and this might be unexpected. They're going to have a full sense of security with dealing with the first life because all of a sudden Liquid will pop out, but it's a little bit awkward because the Orchid reveal. It's going to stop Sablelight's spell casting. Nisha's got to do his best to protect him, but it just doesn't matter. They have such an overwhelming lead at this early stage of the game. Avulus tried to do what they could, but Smiling Knight is not going to be able to catch up to Sablelight, nor will Jibe.
No way.
Tries to use the remaining duration of the shapeshift to escape, but Nisha, he's going to be in pursuit. They will get the Dragon Tail last second. Jibe's going to die as well as Taneko's going to be quick to try and TP out. Nisha's looking for him, but he won't get the full team wipe regardless. Mickey is incredibly happy along with Liquid. Ultra kill for the Dragon Knight carry, and now this gets him closer not only to the small crit stick, but the Daedalus as well.
Yeah, I mean, that is the finish. I mean, that is a Chrysalis if he wants it, but it looks like he might be going to have an MKB instead. And I thought maybe this was something for Avulus, right? Because they managed to blow up the Oracle first. Insania wasn't buying back. I'm thinking, okay, maybe there's a chance here. But this Echo Slam that comes in is just like, okay, that was the last hope, you know? You just take out the Storm Spirit. Picking it into the Riki, I think, has not been it, unfortunately. I mean, there is a BKB now. Maybe he'll find the moment instead, but you can see that if you go in first to the Storm and the Riki is anywhere nearby, you're going to have a bad time.
I'm still just trying to work out like what other heroes could have been, what they were thinking about, because I still think they needed this style of hero. Unfortunately, the Storm is not working for them. Maybe this fight, though, we could see. Smiling Knight up with a high ground. Boxy, great position to be able to pop the smoke. They're going to be able to get the last one, drag back onto the Beastmaster, but Sablelight's fine, dude. Not even close to killing the Beastmaster. Supernova will be able to protect Smiling Knight, but once that blows up, Liquid should have firm control of the team fight. The Bloodseeker trying to escape, but will not be able to do so. They'll lose the Beastmaster towards the tail end, but once again, it is just a convincing fight for Liquid.
Yeah, they even have the Echo Slam back up now, too. So it's not even like they're having to blow everything here. They're going to start heading towards the high ground with this creep wave that they're shepherding in. There is a glyph from the Dire, so they can slow this down if they want to. They might just want to let it go, though. Just get us out of here, man. Eki grabs a wave mid. We need that Riki voice line now. Why prolong the inevitable or whatever it is.
Come on, Boxy. What's going on, buddy? Backing out, all right.
Oh, and a classic item versus the Storm Spirit. The blink for the Oracle's ready, and here's that team fight against Snako. I mean, good Fire Spirits, gets it in there. Can't quite find a good egg. Eventually drops it, but it's outside the range of the rest of the fight. And Mickey just pops ulti and starts swinging on people. Well, lots of nice little dances. You can see Stormstormer's trying, but he's just dying during his BKB. He is still just being focused on. Now back in the game, live on your televisions. He's dead again. Wait, have I spoken too soon?
What? He's gotta be gone. Using the car here, well
done. Nice career.
Typical Boxy. Meanwhile, Jibe, what's going on here? Oh, protect him. Yes, still the creep. Well done, Saberlight. I'll keep Insane alive. They're gonna roar him as well. Sure.
He's still waiting for his blink tagger. On Insane. He bought that so long ago. Courier's been busy.
Radiant's top tower is under
Well,
attack.
BKB done for Anisha as well. He's gotten over the hump of the Aghanim Scepter where kind of feels like sometimes he's going a bit too deep sometimes with these shakers without the BKB, but now he's got it. He's almost level 18. And your one big hope here, Smiling Knight. Does he go for the BKB or does he go for the Aghanims? Probably the Aghanims.
I don't care where it is. It's got to be something pretty quick though, because buildings are falling. So through the decision.
This might be a record though for our viewing pleasure lately. There's only one Glimmer Cape in this game.
Oh,
It's kind of shocking. Of course, it's only on Bloodseeker, as you would expect.
I thought this was the GG cape. Auto win. The B, unfortunately, was doing a decent job. Scout out some of the members. War dropped on the low ground. Eki, though, it's very difficult to get the jump. Zenu's always going to be ready. This is kind of back-to-back games, honestly, where initiating has been so difficult for Avulus. And even just entering the team fight, like a Bloodseeker entering into a Raw. Sounds fun, right? Or anyone you commit to. You got False Promise, Fissures getting laid down, Smoke Cloud to protect.
Yeah.
So many things.
Having to go in first just feels miserable, but they also can't just like sit back and wait here. Oh, Smoke Pop.
Stabilize. Oh,
Fisher.
Fissure connecting onto multiple heroes. Nisha instantly stops the team fight there. There's just no messing around. Nothing further is going to be had. They'll try from Smiling Knight, but roar to the face, zip into the silence. This is, it's not even close.
Radiant's top tower is
And
under attack.
poor Suneko even got smoked by the Slugger. He took 320 just from his friend, his Bat Rider buddy, flying through the little corpse. Avulus, what are you gonna do?
Oh, that's a good question. We've been asking that for a while this game now.
I think, I don't know, there's a couple little letters. They're gonna play it out though. You know, maybe they're not too busy tonight. This is all they're really up to, so.
I respect it. Already being eliminated, still trying to find a way in that. Hopefully any win can build some confidence for them, because they are struggling. And they have some tournaments coming up though, so take a victory. And even, you know, maybe there is some FU in it as well. You know, beating Liquid will also make their chances a little bit more difficult to make it into groups too.
I like that. Power through spite. That's good. Let's try that.
It's not working at the moment.
They want one Blood Mist fight, you know? And hopefully it doesn't get immediately dispelled by the Oracle. Alright. Aegis and Roshan's banner is available here. Their last big chance. Do we have a smoke on the Dire? I don't see one. That would be good. But unfortunately, no. So it's all on you, Eki. Good luck. Open up a slot now. Come on. I know you want to. All right. That was a YOLO dust of YOLO dust.
He was opening the slot.
You're right. My bad. Fortunately, it's 2 charges, but it's okay.
Smiling Knight. They're going to see the blood right on top of the wave, and they're going to be able to blow him up by the looks of it before the response is there. Supernova used. They will now turn to deal with the egg, leaving Smiling Knight on a low health pool. They won't bring it down, but it's just not going to matter in the end. Liquid, by the looks of it, are going to be able to find a 2-0. Probably they will tap out after this fight. Creeps are inside the base. Jibe might be able to get Saberlight, Dragon Tail. Can they keep him alive? They will not. So losing a couple of heroes is Liquid actually in the end. And Jibe is apparently going to be able to get away. Maybe. Will they see him? Knee shot? Okay.
He's doing it all.
How did that fight look okay?
I believe his gem. Oh, did they get the gem back? There's a gem somewhere that Beastmaster dropped.
He's just got 2.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. Thank you.
Well, I thought this game was over after that fight, but apparently they actually were able to make it an even trade in the end.
Well, look how long it takes to kill this Bloodseeker. I actually don't even understand how. He was chain stunned over and over for so long. The stun rate comes on near the end, but
Glimmer.
yeah, a little bit of glimmer help there. It took a lot out of them. And eventually the fight just kind of moves away from Mickey somewhat. So he's having a hard time. He can't chase after Eki, and then he's we're just gonna have to watch as he chases to the right. Saberlight's just being gone on here by Lycan and his full army. And a nice escape as back in the main game. We have a pause. Mouse.
We are.
So we're going to try and get the pest control in here for the liquid facilities. Obviously, they're having some issues with rodents. Looks like that's done. Blitz has successfully captured the mouse. No animals were harmed here, and we can get going again. Good job, Blitz. Thank you, bud.
Thank you. And they just been on Game Mender here for Liquid. Capture Mouse's head and put it on a mantle. Able to beat them at the Fissure Playground 1. Only a best 1, but still in that previous matchup, and looking to best them here as well. And honestly, big victory for Liquid. That's going to put them 6-6 heading into the final day. And they're going to have a series up against Boom, who... so their last 2 series for Liquid are against the teams already eliminated. So
that's
is what they're going to need to potentially get those tiebreakers.
Can kind of go both ways. Sometimes the nothing to lose almost powers up teams, you know?
Very true. If that power is going to be enough, of course, that is for another day. First, we still have to close out this game. See what Avulus are going to be able to do as well. I mean, Jibe, I think, had a pretty good fight previously. Targeting down the Oracle, making that false promise not a factor, being a nuisance that defies Boxy. We'll run into Eke. I choose the Fortune's End as well, flying through from the other side. They should be on Godlike too.
They gotta at least kill Mickey once this game, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
KDA is pretty good this series. That's fine at all for the carry.
Here's the dragon.
Nice stun ray.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
He's sending his courier to try and find him in the trees right now. Mickey's courier is just lurking up there. Looking for Stormer.
Respect it. Next level play even when you're 19k ahead. Mega
Really?
Crypt is about to be online.
I mean, you know that's where the bat wants to go, right? It wants to do the little firefly up into the jump.
We're gonna back away. So I guess Elder Dragon form expiring for Mickey. Back for the Daedalus. How long is this a fresh nullifier on Saberlight?
Yeah, I think so. Just looked at his items before. Don't think he had that.
Avulus, they're gonna try and force the issue. Smoke out of the base.
I'll keep an eye on that barrier here for Smiling Knight, see if he gets any value out of it. Now they have 2 tools to just destroy it.
We got a timing with the BKB then for him.
Dire's
a good
top
read,
barracks
Liquid.
are under attack.
Starting to move back over to the west. Again, gives him an idea where Avulus are currently positioned. Mickey just looking to give them the information. Instant stun, raw follow-up, but they've got any way to be able to protect the storm. They do not. death out of him without a buyback available. They're going to try and turn it over the egg, but they won't be able to do so. Smiling Knights BKB, quarter duration left, but he hasn't been able to gain any kills off the back of this. And now with it expiring, he is immensely vulnerable. Jibe will finally deal with the Oracle, so he has done his job, but everyone else is unfortunately unable to do theirs. 5-man wipe and walk it down they will.
And they managed to get the Oracle, but unfortunately the Spark Spirit goes down, doesn't have the buyback, and GG is called. A noble